Welcome back to A Scottish Castle a Day, brought to you by bagtownclans.com. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we're venturing into the heart of Angus, Scotland, to explore one of the most storied castles in all the land, Glamis Castle. From Shakespearean lore to royal history, this towering masterpiece is rich with legend, mystery, and grandeur. So, settle in as we unravel the centuries of secrets that echo through the halls of Glamis. Glamis Castle is perhaps one of the most fascinating and historically significant castles in all of Scotland. For those familiar with Shakespeare, the name might instantly evoke scenes from Macbeth, where the notorious Lady Macbeth incites the murder of King Duncan. In reality, Glamis Castle had no direct connection to this tale, but the castle's aura of intrigue has helped to cement its association with this dark drama. However, Glamis Castle's true history is as captivating as any work of fiction. It stands proudly at the centre of Strathmore's lush landscape, its turrets rising high against the backdrop of the Sidlaw Hills to the south and the mighty Grampians to the north. The castle has been the ancestral home of the Lyon family since the 14th century, and its stone walls enshroud a tapestry of stories, royal murders, ancient family secrets, and some of Scotland's most famous ghostly legends. Let's take a step back to the early days of Glamis. Before the imposing structure we see today, a royal hunting lodge stood on these grounds where King Malcolm II was said to have been mortally wounded in 1034. He was carried to the lodge to die, marking Glamis's first brush with royal blood and treachery. Fast forward to 1372, when Robert II granted the lands of Glamis to Sir John Lyon, who would become the Thane of Glamis. This marked the beginning of the castle's association with the powerful Lyon family, a lineage that continues to this day. Over the centuries, Glamis Castle has grown and evolved, shaped by the ambitions and tragedies of its many inhabitants. One of the most tragic figures associated with the castle is Lady Janet Douglas, granddaughter of Archibald Bell the Cat Douglas. Married into the Lyon family, Lady Glamis was unjustly accused of witchcraft and treason by King James V. Her supposed crime, allegedly plotting to poison the king. In 1537, she was burned at the stake in Edinburgh, becoming a martyr of sorts, and her spirit is said to haunt the castle to this day. Locals and visitors alike claim to have seen a mysterious white lady wander in the halls, believed to be Janet herself, still seeking justice for her wrongful execution. The supernatural legends don't end there. Glamis is also famous for the chilling tale of the Monster of Glamis, a deformed child born into the Lyon family. The story goes that this child was hidden away in the castle, his existence kept secret, and that his bricked up chamber still lies somewhere within the vast structure. While no evidence has ever confirmed this dark legend, the idea of a hidden, monstrous heir has sparked imaginations for generations. Perhaps one of the most well-known ghost stories tied to Glamis is that of Earl Beardy. According to legend, this 15th century nobleman was so obsessed with gambling that he declared he would play cards with the devil himself. One fateful night, after refusing to stop playing on the Sabbath, a mysterious figure appeared at the table, and Earl Beardy was never seen again. Some say he's cursed to play cards until doomsday in a secret room within the castle. To this day, loud noises and eerie crashes are said to be heard on certain nights, marking the Earl's ongoing spectral game. But Glamis Castle is not only about legends and ghosts, it's also deeply intertwined with British royalty. Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, spent much of her childhood at Glamis, and her daughter, Princess Margaret, was born here in 1930. The royal connection only adds to the castle's historical weight and allure, making it a favourite stop for those looking to explore the intertwined histories of Scotland's noble families in the British Crown. Architecturally, Glamis is a masterpiece. While much of what stands today was reshaped and extended during the 17th century, the castle's core dates back to the 14th century. The central tower rises majestically, surrounded by soaring turrets and wings that stretch out in all directions, creating an impressive facade that reflects both strength and elegance. Sir Walter Scott, who stayed at Glamis in the 1700s, described it as a place that felt too far from the living and too near the dead, a sentiment that speaks to both the grandeur and the eerie atmosphere that pervades the castle. One of the most striking features is the great sundial that stands on the castle's front lawn. Created in the 17th century, it is supported by 4 stone lions and adorned with 84 individual dials, a true symbol of the detailed craftsmanship that went into the castle's embellishments over the centuries. Inside, the castle continues to amaze. The banqueting hall and the drawing room are adorned with intricate plaster ceilings and family portraits that stretch back for generations. The castle chapel, lovingly restored by the family, features beautiful stained glass and hand-embroidered altar cloths, making it one of the most intimate and spiritual corners of the castle. It's fascinating to think about how much history is encapsulated within these walls. From royal bloodlines and family feuds to stories of witches, hidden chambers, and doomed card games, Glamis Castle is truly a living chronicle of Scotland's storied past. And while today Glamis serves as a popular tourist destination, with visitors exploring its storied halls and lush gardens, it remains very much a family home. The current Earl of Strathmore, Simon Bowes-Lyon, continues the centuries-long tradition of stewardship over this remarkable piece of Scottish heritage. Thank you for joining me on today's journey through the history, mysteries and legends of Glamis Castle. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we uncover the secrets of another one of Scotland's great castles. Slán go foil.